Hello. In today's video, we'll be covering the following topics. Zhang Han, 41, turns heads in Beijing, stride criticized but sexy physique gets fans swooning. Zhang Han is reborn from the ashes, from the trough of public opinion to the counterattack of craftsmanship. The 41-year-old man reshapes the screen legend with his strength. 3 years ago, Zhang Han, self-directed and self-acted urban drama gentleman of East District 8, was criticized by the whole network for suspected objectification of women and greasy image. The Douban score fell to the bottom of 2.2 points, and the social account was stopped. He himself disappeared from the public eye. However, on April 10, 2025, at the ribbon-cutting ceremony of a high-end shopping mall in Beijing, Zhang Han made a stunning appearance in a Milan custom suit. His sculpted figure with a body fat rate of 9.3% and exquisite appearance caused heated discussions. Netizens exclaimed that Xiong has returned. This 41-year-old man has completed an amazing transformation in 3 years. Not only has he returned to his peak state, but he has also made a strong comeback with the reputation of the new drama Liu Guangyan with a score of 9.3. This article will deeply analyze Zhang Han's counterattack and reveal how he reshaped himself with sweat and craftsmanship. From the trough to rebirth, 3 years of dormancy. The public opinion storm 3 years ago caused Zhang Han to fall into the trough of his career. The controversy caused by the gentleman of East District 8 was like an invisible shackle, forcing him to temporarily bid farewell to the spotlight of the entertainment industry. But Zhang Han did not sink, but chose to stay low-key and dormant, focusing on self-improvement. His film and television company quietly operates on the 27th floor of an office building in Chaoyang District, and employees are busy with the overseas distribution of the gentleman of East District 8. According to people familiar with the matter, the Southeast Asian streaming platform purchased the drama at a price of $12,000 per episode, but required the deletion of controversial clips, which was 82% lower than the original purchase price of the domestic platform. Even so, Zhang Han did not stop, and his business activities were still active. The price for a single ribbon-cutting ceremony was 380,000 yuan, plus a service fee of 120,000 yuan, and the endorsement fee for 2 years was as high as 8 million yuan, which shows that his commercial value has never collapsed. In the executive lounge of a 5-star hotel in CBD, Zhang Han's agent negotiated with a representative of a domestic skin care brand. Next to the gilded bone china teacup, the contract terms were repeatedly outlined. The public opinion monitoring terms proposed by the brand were particularly strict. If negative news occurred during the cooperation period, liquidated damages would be deducted on a daily basis. This vigilance against risky artists reflects the market's complex attitude toward Zhang Han's public image. However, Zhang Han was not defeated by these constraints. He turned every question into motivation, invested in more rigorous self-transformation, and responded to the prejudice of the outside world with practical actions. Stunning ribbon-cutting, Milan craftsmanship and black technology blessing. On April 10, Zhang Han appeared in a well-known shopping mall in Beijing to cut the ribbon for the new store of Italian luxury menswear brand ISAIA. At the event, golden sequins were scattered on the Italian marble floor, and the champagne tower reflected the light spots of the crystal chandelier, which was reflected on his newly dyed reddish-brown hair, forming a subtle halo. He wore an indigo denim suit, with 2 buttons unbuttoned on the collar of his shirt, revealing his sexy chest muscles carved by lasers, and exuded low-key elegance in his every move. Netizens exclaimed, "How can this be 41 years old? He is clearly an anti-aging male god." However, his outward-facing walking posture is a bit abrupt, which has sparked discussion. Some people joke that Zhang walks a little cutely, while others think that this does not damage his overall charm. The ISAIA brand is famous for its high-end fabrics and exquisite craftsmanship. The average price of a suit is over $3,000, and custom-made ones can reach $6,000. The suit Zhang Han wore was handmade by a Milan workshop for 62 hours, and incorporated with black technology denim fabrics that cost $380 per yard. The breathable design under the armpits can automatically adjust the humidity at high temperatures. The dark embroidery on the lining outlines the longitude and latitude coordinates of a century-old workshop in Naples with silk thread. The details contain a strong cultural narrative, which coincides with the ingenious personality that Zhang Han is trying to reshape. The intelligent temperature control system of the brand's Beijing showroom maintains 20 plus or minus 0.5, and the display rack sensor circulates 300 cubic meters of air per minute to ensure that the clothes are dust-free. This extreme pursuit is highly consistent with the professional image created by Zhang Han's team. The golden scissors at the event were produced in Yan City, Japan. The blade was hand-polished with 1,000 grit sandpaper, and a depreciation fee of 3,800 yuan was required for each use. When Zhang Han cut the red ribbon, the drones hidden in the flower basket took off into the air, forming a light and shadow array of the brand logo. The special effects that cost 170,000 yuan were distorted due to network compression, which was a bit regrettable. Despite this, Zhang Han's restrained smile when cutting the ribbon was still captured by the camera, and the slightly raised arc of his mouth seemed to say, he has come out of the storm and is more calm. Devil training, behind the 9.3% body fat rate. Zhang Han's appearance transformation is the biggest focus of this event. Compared with the slightly greasy image in Gentleman of East District 8, he now has a flat abdomen, muscle lines like a sculpture, and a body fat rate as low as 9.3%. According to a fitness coach, in order to shape a perfect body, Zhang Han has adopted the devil plan of carbon water cycle and eccentric training in the past 3 months, and has pushed his body to the limit with weighted climbing and deadlift training every day. In the surveillance video, his grip band left marks on his palms, which needed to be iced for 15 minutes to disappear. Excessive core training led to compensatory hypertrophy of the iliopsoas muscle, causing chronic hip pain. Despite this, these self-abuse efforts have brought about the faint vascular lines in front of the camera, presenting an extreme visual impact. In order to eliminate the fat on the side abdomen, Zhang Han underwent 12 cryolipolysis treatments, each time exposed to a -11 environment for 45 minutes. The thermal imaging showed that 30% of the subcutaneous nerves were damaged. He said frankly, every pain is for a better self. In order to maintain testosterone levels, the nutritionist added walnut oil and flax seeds to the chicken breast salad to avoid tremors caused by hypoglycemia. On the day of the event, he looked a little tired in the group photo due to short-term hypoglycemia, but he still maintained a professional smile, which was moving. Exquisite styling, every detail is calculated. Zhang Han's styling team carefully prepared 3 sets of plans for the event, and finally chose an indigo suit with a blue plaid shirt, with 2 buttons and button at the collar to highlight the chest muscle ravine. The reddish-brown hair dye prepared by the hairstylist contains 7 shades, which presents a wine-like gradient luster under a strong light. It is re-dyed every 72 hours to maintain uniformity, and the curvature of the hair is precisely measured to ensure that the lens effect is impeccable. The stylist revealed that the pseudo-bare makeup is superimposed with 5 layers of base makeup products, and the laser hair removal marks on the chest muscles are cleverly covered, showing perfect skin texture. The perfume selection is also attentive. Zhang Han uses a specially blended fragrance base, with cedar essential oil as the top note to imitate the smell of a tailor shop, and incense as the base note to cover the sweat smell of the gym. The interweaving olfactory experience of virtuality and reality has aroused heated discussions among fans. A beauty blogger locked an Italian salon fragrance through lip language and bottle reflection, driving a 500% surge in visits to the brand's official website. These details not only show Zhang Han's attention to the event, but also reflect his determination to reshape his image. The double-edged sword of public opinion, hidden worries under high attention. Although Zhang Han's stunning appearance won praise, with a network voiced volume of 4.3 million, positive emotions accounted for only 29%. A business data platform shows that his public opinion risk index is 78 points, and brands need to prepare 2.3 yuan of crisis public relations funds for every 1 yuan of endorsement fees. The focus of discussion is mostly on the matching degree between the price of suits and the image of artists, rather than the products themselves, and the reward of the event is only at the passing line. Some netizens questioned, although the endorsement fee is high, there are few brands willing to hire him, and cutting the ribbon is a last resort. Psychological experts analyzed that Zhang Han's micro-expressions during the event, such as blinking frequency increased from 12 times per minute to 22 times, revealed subconscious anxiety about public occasions, which contrasted with his confident image 3 years ago. However, the enthusiasm of fans should not be underestimated. On social media, the frequency of hormones-related words is as high as 37%, far exceeding the industry average. The fan support club's magnified Adam's apple close-up video has been played 820,000 times. A psychology professor pointed out that such shots can activate the audience's sense of substitution. Zhang Han is nicknamed Xiangxiang not only because of his appearance, but also because of the toughness and charm he conveys. The future is promising, the belief of turning the tide. Zhang Han's counterattack is not only a personal victory, but also a powerful response to doubters. From the sweat in the gym to the ingenuity of the Milan workshop, he proved with his actions. 41 years old is not a limitation, but a new starting point. The success of Liu Guangyan opened a new chapter for him, and the word-of-mouth score of 9.3 confirmed the audience's recognition. At the event, when he whispered "I am honored," the amplitude of the sound frequency was 23 decibels lower than the normal value, revealing the complex emotions in his heart, but the 15-degree bow carried the past hardships and future hopes. Zhang Han's story tells us that adversity is not the end. As long as you have faith in your heart, rebirth from the ashes is just around the corner. What will be his next step to continue writing legends? The whole network is. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave your opinion in the comments section. Don't forget to press the channel subscription button. If this is the first time you watch a video,